announcing the 6th edition of Indian Affairs India Leadership Conclave 2015. Satya Brahma, Chairman and Editor-in-Chief of Network 7 Media Group, said the theme of the conclave, India at 68, is a timely and an aptly subject, as 68 years of India's freedom from the British rule, the momentous march of India to be a self-reliant state and a bigger force in the world has been a subject of discussion to many, as history is repeated time and again of what India has achieved and missed. The debate is no longer to address on what India could possibly do in the near future to emerge as a world leader in the presence of a total of 196 countries, but to introspect what India missed and the opportunities it lost for lack of either political will or merely an inability to compete and sustain as an emerging superpower. The conclave's aim is to focus on grey areas as well as red areas by the top leaders of the country. In a nation of 1.2 billion population, India is still confronting the growing dissenting voices on cultural extremism, religious intolerance, terrorism, and decay in progress to tackle Maoist and Naxalite forces, and even introspecting the historical blunders it committed over the last 5 decades. As a nation, India has its own complex issues, like any other country, in dealing with healthcare affordability, unemployment, literacy, poverty, growing voices to free Indian system from the shackles of corruption, nepotism, red tapeism, and VIP culture. But India seems to be heading for a momentous and historical reincarnation as the power of India as a bigger force, both as a vibrant democracy and a resurgent economy. India is still to find a place in the United Nations as a permanent member and dispel the forces that make India as 2 states, one for the affluent sections of society and the other for a bigger chunk of population where roti, kapda and makan isn't still a reality. Scams after scams has paralyzed Indian growth and economy as power brokers continue to call the shots, depriving the voices of million masses. It is time for India to discuss the roadmap for the future, said Satya Brahma, Chairman of the 6th Annual India Leadership Conclave and Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, Asia's most definitive and credible news media in mainstream journalism, Network 7 Media Group, the flagship media company of Indian Affairs, Asia's most analytical news media, is celebrating its 6th successful and glorious year of achievement and innovation across the diverse sectors. Indian Affairs is hosting this high-profile 6th edition of its annual affairs under the theme India at 68. Theme India at 68. Learning lessons from the past and re-strategizing for the future. Network 7 Media Group congratulates all those shortlisted 6 finalists, and many thanks to the juries who have an almost impossible task selecting the nominees from such high caliber and exciting entries. The 2015 ILC Power Brand Awards are a set of prestigious awards conferred to individuals and organizations for their outstanding contribution to the respective areas. Announcing the nominations for the 6th Annual India Leadership Conclave and Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards 2015. Satya Brahma, Chairman and Editor-in-Chief of Indian Affairs, said the real focus and areas that the juries looked at in 2015 entries are innovations, initiatives and impact. While Network 7 Media Group looked at the big players and their continued dominance in the market, the selection equally looked at exemplary works, by unsung heroes who remained aloof from the public glare due to the presence of big brands. Indian Affairs took every care to include the names that deserve top appreciation and selection to final nomination. Network 7 Media Group is known for breaking the rules and stereotype conventions in traditional methodology, as it often ignores the faceless Indians but the face of innovations, said Satya Brahma. Rated by experts and widely acclaimed by thought leaders, India Leadership Conclave Annual Affair is just not a leadership forum. It symbolizes the hopes and aspirations of the billion people reflected by the speakers at the forum. ILC Power Brands has been rated in Asia as the most credible and coveted awards developed by Network 7 Media Group, consisting of eminent jury members of the different verticals of society, and is conferred to the individuals and companies in its annual meet at the Indian Affairs India Leadership Conclave and Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards. Since the institutionalization of the Business Leadership Awards in 2010, India Leadership Conclave and Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards has been India's most awaited and Asia's most respected set of awards conferred to companies and individuals who have made their mark through their remarkable performances despite all odds, and has made India proud. Since the last 5 successful years, the platform has recognized, felicitated more than 300 Fortune 500 companies and towering captains and leaders of the country. India Leadership Conclave platforms, over the last 6 years of successful uninterrupted editions, has felicitated many top iconic Bollywood stars such as late Yash Chopra, Ratan Tata, Mukesh Ambani, late former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, Arvind Kejriwal, Priyanka Chopra, Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, Narayan Murthy, Anna Hazare, Kiran Bedi, Nandan Nilekani, Manish Malhotra, Dr. Mukesh Batra and Anushka Sharma, to name a few. The 2015 entries include some exciting categories, such as Innovative Leadership in Luxury Brands Concept 2015 and India's Most Valuable and Admired Jeweler Brand 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, hold your breath as we're about to present to you the complete list of voting and non-voting categories. And the much-awaited winners in the non-voting category at the 6th Annual India Leadership Conclave and Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards are